Hey everybody, Barry here again. This thing rides like trash. Still, after I put the front sway bar on it. So I'm going to try to combat that as much as I can today with a rear sway bar. I scrapped a Jeep Liberty for my boss and he said take whatever you want out of it. So I've got the rear end and on that was a very narrow rear sway bar. And I think I can make it fit. It's going to be pretty cool. I have the front sway bar put on it in one of the last videos. And right across here is going to be the rear sway bar, and I'm hoping it's not going to hit my shocks. So we will see. It almost looks like it's going to be close, but I'll do what I can. Hopefully it's going to kind of line up over here with the frame rails and over there. And it's got very long links, so it should be okay, hopefully. Well, here's the sway bar. I just kind of drove back here in the woods. But the sway bar comes like this. It goes sort of in under the rear end. This thing is upside down. And then the links here go up to the frame. So I just got to undo these two brackets. I brought the wrong size socket, so I'll take that off in a second. Well, here's the sway bar. I'm not really sure exactly how this is going to fit because I think it's like the same width as my shocks. Or maybe it's a bit wider, but I think I might mount it sort of in under the truck, under the rear end like that, and then have the links come up to the frame. So let me get this up in the air and we'll get a better look at it. So it's a new day and I've had some thoughts. I had a dream. This sway bar, I've got to figure it in the back. It's going to take a little bit of modification, a little more fabrication, not a big deal. But Brian Day gave me some coil springs out of a Nova. Now the front clip in this truck is a 79 Camaro. I don't know if the springs are the same or not. I have no idea. But I cut these springs down, I think it was 1.5 inches or something like that, and it dropped double, so I got a 2-inch or a 3-inch drop. And it puts my oil pan basically on the ground. Like I cannot put my hand like this in under the oil pan. Also, it handles awful. I've got to put shocks in it, but for today, I'm going to try to change it to front coil springs. Now, I don't have my tool here. It's home, not a big deal. I'm going to try to use it with the weight of the truck on the ground on a jack stand or something to compress the coil spring in to put the new spring in. But the truck has a stance now that puts the rocker panel at probably a 2, 3, 4 degree angle, and the truck is a lot higher in the rear. It's hard to see it on camera here actually, but it's much higher in the rear. And I thought about lowering the rear of the truck. But then if I lower the rear of the truck, put in stock coil springs, it raises the front of it really high. And then I've got this stupid Carolina squat thing going on, which I'm not into at all. But you can see over here, you can actually see. And you really can't because there's too much stuff in the way. But this thing is high in the back and I may still lower it, but whatever. So here are the springs. He had a problem with his being too low, so he put these block things in, but I'll be taking that out. But the springs are actually not in terrible shape. I don't know, seem to be the same height. Maybe. So, whatever. I will check it out. I'll see if they're gonna fit. I'm gonna throw this up on the ramp and see if I can't take a coil spring to the face. We'll see. The last time I changed these, there was no truck on the frame. It was just the 2 rails and control arms when I put them in, and it was really scary. So, I don't know. Let's try it. And I'm also sorry to say that my nice competition engineering drag shocks are coming out, but they're not what you call comfortable on the highway. Old vibrate pads. My pads are actually not horrible. They're not wearing funny or anything. They're glazed, so I'll sand them down before I put them back on. I probably should have done all this before I put the links on, but it's only like 5 seconds to change them anyway. No big deal. So I'm gonna unbolt those links now. Yeah. I do like taking these links off a lot better than the new style ones with the little ball in them. They're so annoying. You can bolt it on and go back 3 minutes later and it'll twist off or spin around. I can't wait for this thing to ride nice. Don't get me wrong, it's 100% better than it was before I put this front sway bar back on. But it's got 100% to go before it actually rides nice, so. Put that back together so I don't lose any of it. Crazy how these bushings are disgusting looking, but they don't knock at all. Much gooder. Tie rod's still tight. I don't really like this multi-link setup. I'd like to do a rack conversion on this, and I've been doing some research on it to see what type of rack to use. I just haven't really done a lot of research, so I've got more to do. What else do I need? I'm gonna have to cut the bolts off the bottom of this because I ran into a rock or something here and messed it up pretty good. I cut off the bottom bolts here and over on that side. I've got one small issue. This has a nut down here and this spins with the nut. So I've got to figure that out or break it. I'd kind of rather not because I kind of want to sell these shocks, but if it comes down to it, off it goes. I really don't want to do that because I want to sell them and get money for gas. So yeah, I'm gonna go try to get that off. I still have no idea if these springs fit, so I'll have to put them side by side and compare them, and if I got to cut a coil off of those or something, whatever. Hopefully they're similar enough that I don't have to put all this back in again. I give up. I hate the way these shocks are made, and I'm sure there's a tool somewhere, somehow, to do this correctly. I don't have it. I've got vice grips on a 9/16 wrench. And then I was like, yeah, I'll clamp a pair of vice grips onto the shock shaft itself to stop it from turning, and then I can just undo the nut. So the thing is seized on there that tight that I have had the vice grips on as tight as I could physically lock them, and it still went, and I was like, oh yeah, that is cooked. So hello, plasma cutter. I'm sure everyone on the planet already knows this, but if you can't get your clamp, you know, anywhere, and you can't use it right there, and it's isolated by a rubber bushing, so you can't do that, grab a pair of vice grips. Click it onto the shaft of the shock, where it's metal, and then you got a ground. So I put the wheels back on it and put it on the ground for a laugh. You want to talk about bounce? Let's talk about bounce. This is actually nuts. I can almost get the tires off the ground. It was worth it just for that. Like, it took me 20 minutes to get this on the ground and get wheels on and all that, but I don't even care. That is hilarious. Okay, I'm back and I'm sweating. It's warm, very warm here. So you should be able to see that I've got the nut unscrewed and I whacked the control arm here a bunch of times until it dropped so that I know it's separated. And I did it also on the other side. Now I'm going to lower the truck down and jack up the lower ball joint just to see if it'll separate off of that nut. That way I know that the truck's weight is supported by the lower control arm and the jack and not the upper control arm. That'll make a lot more sense in a second. And then I can just unscrew the nut and lift the truck up off of it, and then the control arm can fully extend and I can take the coil spring out. So it might not be really easy to see, but I'm going to jack up the lower control arm right under here, under the spring, And then as soon as I see the weight come off of this nut down here, then I'll be able to unscrew it, lift the control arm out of the way, and then lower the lower control arm down. Hopefully. I've never actually tried it this way on this vehicle, so we shall see. I want to get it as square and under the control arm as I can, so it takes all the weight. Come on, be nice. Oh, I think it might be working actually. Maybe. Yep, it is. Sweet. And as long as the control arm, as long as the spring doesn't come out and try to kill me, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so the knuckle is free now. And I'll just put that back on there so I don't lose it. Now that I have a live grenade, I think I'll put a ratchet strap around this. I should have done this before I went and undid the upper ball joint, but, well, that's it. Now this is probably not the best way to do it either, but it should work well. The main point is just to keep the control arm and the coil spring together, and the coil spring not come out at me like a gunshot. That's definitely not perfect, but I'm gonna stand out of the way. You keep watch. I think I might be crushing my dust shield, but that's it. I think something is working. And I think the weight should be off it by now, actually. Maybe. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's pretty sketchy. Okay, I think my ratchet strap is starting to hinder everything here now. Please don't kill me. I shouldn't have done that. But it worked. It did work. Don't put your fingers in between coils. It hurts when it lets go. Oh, I got grease all over me. Gross. Okay, now I can compare and see if this spring is anything like the Nova springs I have. I know these are a lot shorter. Let's see. Well, here's the Camaro spring. This is the Nova spring. Let's see. This might actually work. Let's check it out. So the spring, the coil on the bottom is a flat coil tight to the next coil. This one here is not flat, but whatever. I guess I don't really care that much, to be honest. And we are, what? I might have to cut this one here off the same angle that that one's on, but it's not a huge deal. It should still be an inch higher or more. I'm going to check out the arrangement of the spring pockets on the bottom and the top. I actually don't think it matters on the bottom where it sits that much. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It looks like this is the back of the pocket right here. A lot of junk in there, actually. Wow. Look at all the grease. I grease this thing a lot. But, yeah, this might work. Let's see if it matters on top where the spring goes. Actually, it does. I don't think it matters. It looks completely flat on the top. That's a good sign. That way I can just locate the spring down here, and up top it'll sit wherever it wants. Man, I hate grease. I'm so full. So it's gonna work. There's going to be a lot of difference in height. Whatever. I guess really the worst it'll be is it won't really settle that much. It'll sort of sit at the maximum height. Which might not be a great thing. Whatever. If I have to, I'll pull them all back out again and cut a coil out. I guess that's the way she goes. I'm gonna go bomb this back together really quick. Okay, I think maybe this is where that tool usually comes in. Yeah, maybe. Seems like doesn't really want to go in place. Doesn't quite want to. But maybe it will though. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. But that's it. What do you do? What do you do? Here we go. Yeah, that's super sketchy. That is quite sketchy. Please work. Everything's full of grease now too, so that's just wonderful. Come on, man. Okay, last try before I go home and get my spring compressor. I can't believe this is not working. This is super annoying. Super annoying. Why? If I can get past this rubber thing here, it'd be all right. It doesn't knock me out. Come on, man, work. Ugh. That's the opposite way where I want it to go. Ooh. I think it's working. Oh boy, that's scary. Oh man. Are you serious? Work. I don't really want to think about which direction this is going to go in if it lets go. Well, I guess they're going to try to hit me in the face. Well, right here. I think that's a definite. Almost there. Okay, I think we're half safe now. We've got a coil spring. Now it's still kind of down through the hole where the shock goes. So I gotta try to hook that back up. It worked. Ah, and I struck my hand off something. Ow. Yeah, it's actually sitting perfectly where it goes also. Well, that's good. That is something. Huh. I'm probably going to go home and get my coil spring compressor for the other side. The amount of stress and minutes of life that I've lost, it's probably worth doing it. So I'm going to go change the coil spring on the other side, and I'm just going to check in a second because my girls are here and they want to watch some YouTube, and it gets on their nerves when I'm filming and they can't watch their YouTube, and you know, oh no, Minecraft videos. They're always laughing at me. So I'll check back in a second. After I get this coil spring changed over here, then I'll go and piece everything back together, put the links back on, tie rods, ball joints, all that stuff. I almost forgot to show you guys my other sketchy method of compressing coil springs. It's a coil spring compressor. I think I actually have it, I might have it backwards. But this thing goes inside the spring and draws these two pieces together here and compresses the center of the spring. Then I can just take it, put it in the control arm, bolt it all up, and then just undo this thing here. It works really well. I just didn't really want to drive all the way home to get it.
So, I want to see you bounce one of those. Ready, bouncy? I think you broke it.
That answered the question. Yeah, it is bouncy.
Look, I just made this incredible.
Wow, that is insane. So I have the coil spring put in on this side. It was super sketchy. I squatted my thumb. It hurt so bad. The thing let go and went bong, and then it caught my thumb right on the tip of it. It hurt.
Are you okay?
I am just fine. Lily took it upon herself to clean the motorcycle. So she's doing a phenomenal job there. And, oh look, even the forks.
Getting all the dirt off?
Getting all the dirt off. It's a rat bike, but never hurts to be clean, hey? Cool.
I just like cleaning stuff.
Yeah. So I just... Not at the house, just at the garage, right? Reminds me of me. So I greased everything, as you can see by the grease running out of everything. I greased all the front end. It's very disgusting, but this means it won't seize up. And also... Yes. Okay. And also, what did I do? Oh, I had to tack the ball joint in. As you can see here, yeah, it's disgusting because it's flux core and hard grease. It does not mix well. I had to tack the ball joint in because these control arms are 40 some odd years old. And after so many times, press out a ball joint, press in a new ball joint, press out, press in, press out, press in, it tends to stretch the opening on the control arm. And these are not available through CarQuest. And I'm not even going to look to see how much they are on Summit or anything like that. Probably Rock Auto is the cheapest, but for now, this year, I'm out of money. So I'll get them probably next year. And I just tacked in the ball joints. This cannot separate. There's no way. As long as this nut is still on the stud, and as long as this doesn't pull through the arm, because it presses up through this way, and it bolts on right here. So all this is sort of sandwiched together anyway, so it ain't going anywhere. It was just a little bit loose. You can see right here that I've had to tack this one before, and it's holding just fine, so no big deal. I'm gonna go put the links on, then the tie rods, the calipers, all that stuff. And the new shocks. I forgot about the shocks, actually. Let's do that now. So I had it posted on Facebook to sell these, but I ended up burning them off with a plasma cutter. But a guy said, why don't you just set them to 60-40 and they'll be perfect for the street? And I went, yeah, why didn't I do that before I cut them up? Stock shocks it is. Hello.
What can I clean out?
There's a lot more motorcycle to clean. There's like oil running down over the side of the engine. You can do that if you like. Or actually, you know what you could do?
Do you know that I cleaned everything?
You did a great job too. All right, do you know what you could actually do?
What?
Clean the whole bottom of the rat rod.
Ah!
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right, give her.
Even the wheels?
Yeah, actually the wheels are right there, look. There's one right there. And there's one. Yep, and there's one over here. One person can do one. Oops. And you can do the other one.
Hopefully I don't get dirty.
Hopefully she doesn't dig.
Hey, Chloe!
Hopefully she doesn't get dirty. We'll see. Everything here is dirty. So I'm going to go bomb it on time lapse for my other channel, which I don't think I've ever actually talked about. Anyway, and go put this stuff back together, and the girls and I are gonna go drive home. So I have the front done. It's done. Put back together. Sweet. And I'm going to check and see what the ride height is like. I haven't had it on the ground yet, so I figured we'd all look at it together and see how high this is. So down we go. See if it drops like at all. Oh, we got a little bit of compression. Not a lot of compression. Oh boy. Let's see. It's definitely higher in front. Wow, that's a lot better actually. Still not perfect, but it is a lot better. Man, it's a lot higher in front now. It doesn't bounce. It just comes up. That's cool. I like it. It comes up and settles. It doesn't bounce like it did before. Sweet. Oh, I'm so happy with that. So let's get a look at this ride height. I moved everything out of the way so we can actually see. Well, that's a lot more level. I know it's kind of hard to see it with the ramp in the way, but the truck is, dude, it's not much off level now. That's exciting. That is very exciting. Well, we're gonna go for a drive home. I'm gonna torque up the front wheels, and I don't know, I might put the hood on, I might not. And the girls and I are gonna drive this home, so maybe we could take a quick drive home video. Sweet. So here's the truck outside. Look at that. I don't hate that at all. It's got a lot more clearance in the front now. Probably 5 or 6 inches between the oil pan. And the stance is really good. Sweet. So Chloe and Lily are in the truck. And Chloe's gonna take a video because last time Lily took the video. You're hard as nails. And
I have some money and I'm gonna keep it. No.
That's my money for gas. Anyway, we're gonna go home, but we're gonna go for a drive and get a hot chocolate first. Sweet.
Okay, money for hot chocolate. Here you go.
Oh, we got flash.
This is great.
Oh, the rat rat won't start. All right, I guess we're taking the Fiat home.
Yeah. You just stole it.
Okay, it's actually not gonna start. There we go. We got it. So I just gotta let it warm up for a second. And that doesn't look very comfortable at all. No, you can turn it around and put it on the face thing. So you can see us. Oh, there we go. Now you can see us. There's Austin. Alright, we're gonna go get a hot chocolate. Woo! Hot chockies. Daddy can't cut in front of traffic because the truck's not warm yet. Nope, definitely not warm yet. Oh, there goes. Are you okay, Lily? Alright, bud. Alright, we're out for a drive. Lily can't hear anything because I got a fender exit on it. Lily doesn't look very impressed.
I can hear you.
You can put your hands on. Daddy's not going to be really loud. Are you having fun, Chloe?
Yeah. It's like,
Now the only thing is we got to turn the camera off so I can pay for the hot chocolate in the drive-thru. But hang on, Daddy's going to turn in here.
he's here.
We're at
Get extra checks. Yay.
Right. What do you guys want in your hot chocolate anyway? You want ice in it?
Yeah.
So you can drink it when we get home? Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta find my cup holder.
It's right there between the legs.
Alright. Whoa.
Look, there's a little deep.
Hi, can I get 2 small hot chocolates with ice in them, please?
Okay,
And that'll do it.
that's $40. They drive through.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, everybody in town.
I think they ran away from you.
Drive-thru takes forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got me holding.
You can point it wherever you can give it to Lily. She can hold it for a little bit.
My arm is getting tired. Girl, what are you doing? She's like, this mine.
You can turn it around the other way if you like.
Wait, how do I do that?
Okay, hang on. Daddy's up to the window now. Hi. Oh, Daddy needs for 1 second. There you go.
Or are you doing one at a time?
Oh, okay. I need my
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I lost my cup holders. Sorry. You too.
I got her on video. I got her on video.
Alright, we gotta park over here so I can find the cup holders.
It's going to fall. Cup holders right
I don't want to lose your hot chocolates.
Cup
Then we gotta go
holders right there under you. Right in under your seat. Daddy.
Okay, 1 second.
Dear.
1 second. Lilims, your legs. Oh, there we go. Okay.
That thing's coming apart.
Hot chocolate number 1.
Hot chocolate
Hot
number 2.
chocolates number 2. Ready?
I get hot chocolate number 1.
Alright, Lily. You want to street race old people?
Yeah. No.
What? I raised you. Are you ready?
Dad's like, no, me, I did razor. Daddy, there was this person in a car, and
Oh no! All of our change fell off the dash.
there was this person in the car, and he was looking at the truck, and I looked at him, and he was like, Dad, can I take it off this?
You can take it off whatever way you like. That's a picture. Do you want to turn it around on you? Alright, your fingers are in the way. That's funny.
Alright, this is not Mexico.
This is not Mexico. Oh, our hot chocolates are safe.
Oh no, I just told your viewers. Daddy, I said, oh no, I just told your viewers. Tell them it's Mexico.
That's funny.
But I'm pretty sure people who live,
Everywhere is Mexico if you don't care enough.
but I'm pretty sure people who live in Lewisporte and watch your YouTubes know that you're in Lewisporte.
Wait, no, what? No, we're not. We're in Mexico. We're like 5 minutes from Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Isn't that a dog?
No, that's what they named the dog after, was Chihuahua, Mexico. They even gave him a little sombrero.
What? What's that? Is that like one of the hats that like weird people put nachos in?
Yes.
I don't know where I saw that. And I was like, I was nachos.
I'd love to have a taco hat.
Yeah.
Like the hat that you break off pieces of tacos or pieces of nacho. Like the hat is made out of nachos.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a hat and it has like nachos in the front of it.
Well, that'd be cool too, but how cool would it be? Although it would be kind of rough because the salsa would probably melt through the thing and then you'd have salsa in your hair. Lily, I think we're just looking at you.
Most of the video is me trying to cover my face and her being like, it's me.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get that in first gear. You know what that means? We're going to Mexico.
Yay, Mexico! Where did your little skeleton guy go? Wasn't he like right here somewhere?
Oh no, he's down there. See?
Oh.
Lily, look at the thing. Right here. That's where our little skeleton friend is. Oh, look at the Volkswagen. Look, Lily. There's the window. Look, over on Daddy's side.
If
Right
you
there.
painted that green, it would look like the security guard. Daddy, if you painted that car green, it would look like the security car.
The Scooby-Doo car?
Yeah.
Yeah. The mystery machine. There you go.
I don't know what it's
at each other, they hear each other. Yep. Alright, do you guys want to go left for home or straight for Mexico? Straight? Alright, we got it. We're good. We're right on the border. Lily, you're looking at the roof, baby. You
This
can
is-
turn it around if you want. Whatever.
This is the shortcut to our house, but it's actually longer.
It's the long cut, yeah.
We got to Mexico.
Look out the back window, Lillian. Your hands in the way. That's the van.
I'm leaning up against the door and I'm like, I'm gonna die because I'm gonna fall out. And this isn't even one of those.
Well, you have a seatbelt on.
But it isn't one of those seatbelts that like hold you to it. Wow, blue Honda or whatever it is.
People drive so slow. We're doing 30 in a 50 zone. Like, why?
Old people.
Old people.
Dad, can I turn this off? Like,
No, you leave the light on. That's okay.
I don't like the light.
It's okay. We're almost done. Are you guys ready? I would
No,
put.
you're going to Mexico.
Are you ready?
Okay, please stop. I don't like that.
Fly right to the roof.
Just made me do this.
That was funny. I like it.
Maybe don't go fast because last time you went fast in this car, I was on a drive with you, I cried.
Yeah, I know. That is
And
just
then I was
getting you
still
ready.
crying by the time we got home, and we went to Little Mermaid.
That is just getting you ready for when you get your own race car.
No,
Look, it's the Cadillac. Woo.
look, it's a tree.
Wait, I'm gonna drive the rat rod in.
That's our garbage can tree.
That's our garbage can tree.
It loves growing like garbage.
We're almost home. We're almost in the garage.
We're almost gonna bag into a non-smoking zone.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I can still hear the turbos.
I can still smell the turbos.
So, girls, how was your drive? How'd you like
I
Mexico?
want to get out of this.
How did they get out of
This is
this
my
seat?
happy dance.
All right, unclip the seatbelt. I used to have 4-point harnesses in this, and now we have black belt. Because Mama didn't like racing seats. All right, so we're all done here. We're going to go in and eat some supper and play some motorcycle zombies.
Which is actually called Days Gone, but we call it Motorcycles and Bees.
Yep. So I'm. I can't see. Ah! Oh, okay.
Yay.
So thanks to my new subscribers and YouTube members and patrons, and also check out the merch shelf and under this video for t-shirts and hoodies and all that fun stuff, and that helps put random parts on this thing to try to make it drive sensibly so I don't go in a ditch and die. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.